YouTube, we are back with another Madden video. Listen, I appreciate all the support recently. J Money, Crazy, I hope you guys are shouting my name out. If you're not, that's fine too, but I'm shouting you guys out. You guys have been making banger videos. I appreciate the fact that you guys are holding it down, keeping it steady. There's other people out there, other YouTubers that are absolutely killing it right now. It's a lot of fun to see. Not so much clickbait and a lot of more methods on how to actually make coin. I'm glad that people are learning. That's all we can do is educate the community, but let's talk about these re-rolls. Let's talk about these re-rolls. Everybody, I know you guys are going to be like, what the heck is B3 been doing? And I'll tell you what, you can see I got 800,000 trading all the limiteds that I pulled. I went and sold them all. I cleared out my binder. A lot. It took me a long time. I was up to 29, well, almost 29 million coins. It's like 28.5 or something like that with all these prices going up on power-ups. I mean, I hope you guys cash in on that. Keep looking up those power-up prices and sell, especially before Saturday. I would actually sell before Friday. Friday, I think the prices are going to plummet a little bit because everybody's kind of trying to sell and get rid of stuff, knowing that there's going to be a huge market crash. A huge market crash. When I say a market crash, I mean huge market crash. If you have coins, make sure you're stacking your coins as much as possible right now because Saturday morning when presents open, you want to buy. And just be smart about buying, right? When training hits 3, 4, buy. Because training will go back up. And if it doesn't, that's fine. You can use it in this packs right here. You can use them in there if you want. It's not a big deal. So let's go back to snowflakes here. Here's what I've done. I went to 4 million snowflakes and I rolled this. I've been rolling this for a little bit and just quick selling everything, kind of like I did on the 85 plus. And now, I'll show you the results. I got you, right? I got you. But we've used about 2.4 million snowflakes just on that roll. And, like I said, we did it 4 times. We went 4 million all the way down to 0, and I did it 4 different times. I'll show you the results here in a second. But I'm going to try the 85 plus. That's what we're going to try next. And I think I got it figured out. I think we can build a Ghost of Madden players and make profit. But, you never really know. So we're going to roll 1.68 million into this. And we're going to see how many Ghost of Madden players that we can make. We're going to start at the 95s and then work our way to 94s. And the extras we'll make is 92s and so on. We're hoping, really, honestly, I have to pull 93s. That's going to be the kicker. I got to pull 93s because 93s right now are going for a massive amount of coin. And actually, this right here might be the move. If they're selling for 170,000 coins, you can make this. You could buy 87s right now for basically even 1-to-1 ratio. So around 13K or so. If you were to make this right now, you could buy snow easily at 1.05. But 128,000 coins times that by 1.05, that equals 134,000 coins. And they're selling them for 170,000, guys. Right there is a 30,000 coin profit if you get your snow cheap enough. You can literally buy the 93s outright and sell them for 170K. Think about that. That's definitely something you should do, especially if you need 93s going into this. And so I'll kind of go through the math here at the very end when I'm done. But first, I want to show you my results of the snowflake roll. And so you can see I don't have a lot of room, or I have a lot of room in my binder now because I had to clean. But you can see I have 4 limiteds. 4. And you can see Micah Parsons is going for a decent amount. I probably should sell these cards before they keep plummeting. I'm actually going to sell these cards as soon as I'm done making this video. But you can see Tim Tebow, he's already down a little bit, 450. So 600 plus 600, that's 18, or that's 1.2. This is, what was it again? 470, so that's 1.67. Devontae Adams right here is 630, so that's 2.3. Yeah, 2.3 plus this guy right here, 400K. That's 2.7 million coins worth right there. So if you add the 2.7 onto the 1.6, you're looking at 4.3. So I'm up a little bit. Not a lot, just a very little bit. And I would say, in theory, if you buy the snowflakes at 1.1, you're actually down about 100,000. But that's okay. That's what we're trying to do. We got to test stuff out, make sure that it works. And if it doesn't work, well then, try something different. And that's kind of what we're going to do. So we're going to get into the 85 plus. I'm just going to quickly go through it. I'm going to do the back out method. If you don't know the back out method, all you do is back out before the thing pops up. And the reason is, it's because, quite frankly, I just don't want to see it. I just want to get the packs done with. And so we'll cue the music here in a second, and we're just gonna roll, and then we'll go to the end and we'll show you the results and how many cards that we can make and so on. All right, you've seen... Well, no, you didn't see the rolls because I did the back out method. I hope you enjoyed seeing a whole lot of nothing there. Well, let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got. We got 193. I knew the... dang it, everybody's been saying these rolls are glitchy. They're not. They're not. They're not that glitchy. Honestly, I can't even make 195 with this roll. Not good. Not good at all. But let's check, peek, and see what we got. We got a decent amount of 91s. Let's check and see if we were to quick sell everything, if we would get our 1.6 million back. My guess is the answer is going to be no. Probably hell no at this point. But we're going to check and see. And then we're going to see how many of these actually we can make. 87s we are going to quick sell because they are quick selling for very cheap anyways. We are definitely going to quick sell. Plus they don't go into any of the sets, which obviously isn't fun. We lost 300,000 snow. I'm not surprised. I'll be honest with you. I'm not real surprised. Let's go bring up our handy dandy calculator. We're going to just talk about so 94s and 95s. They require a 93. So if we get rid of one there, we can basically make just a bunch of 92s, and that's about it. So I'm going to go through some math here fast. I'm going to fast forward this part and kind of show you my process a little bit, but it is what it is. First thing, I'm actually going to add up and see how much all this stuff would sell for to see if we'd get back at least 1.6 million, and then we'll kind of go through the rest. All right, first things first, if we were to go ahead and sell all these cards minus Deion Sanders, we would be able to sell them for 1.683 million coins and times that by auction house cut, we would equal 1.5. So we, in theory, would lose about 200,000 coins if we were to quick sell all this stuff. Now let's go ahead and see how many sets that we can make with this stuff, and we're going to kind of go from there. I can tell you right now, we're probably in trouble, but you know what? It's always worth looking at because you just never know. And we're about trying to make as much coin as possible. Now, this roll I do think was not very good. I mean, obviously 193 is bad. But you know what? We'll be right back, and we'll be able to tell you the details in just a little bit. All right, I have made my sets. We're going to add everything up to see what we got still in value in these cards. I'm not sure what we got, but the value of these 89s are pretty good. I'll be honest with you, they're pretty good. But let's go ahead. We need to make up. Remember, if we would have quick sold everything, we would have got 1.5 million back after tax from the auction house, and that still would have been a loss of about 200,000 to 300,000 coins. I mean, honestly, my roll was bad, and you guys, you know, we'll see if I made anything up. You can see 33K, but if you look at the unfiltered prices, they're around. Actually, that's out of position. If you guys don't know, out of positions are just so much better. I don't know if they go into the sets, but they are so much better for whatever reason to get for snow. But let's go ahead and take a peek here. My son said unfiltered, they're going for 40K, so we're going to value them at 40K, so that's 14. So we're going to take 14 times 40K. That's 560K. Let's go ahead and look at our 85s. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 33 85s yet. We still have a bunch of presents, by the way. 2.4 million snow. 33, and they're going for about 7,500 is what they're going for. So kind of an L. So we're going to add that together. That's a total right there of 807,000. Now let's go ahead and look at the cards that we made, because ultimately that's what's going to matter here. Let's go to newest. We did make, since we had two 93s, and you guys didn't know this, but I quick sold the 87s. I re-rolled them into the 85 plus. I did pull one more 93. Now you would think, well, why don't you use both 93s for your 95? Because that card would sell for 310. If I make two 94s, which require only one 93, I would get basically almost 200K each one. And so that just makes more sense to me. So you're looking at 196. So we're going to add plus 196 plus another 196,000. That's 1.2 million right now. Let's go ahead and check and see where. Oh, there it is. Let's check and see the power up. Is it going for anything? Look at that, 22,000 for Randy Gregory's power up. That's pretty good. Terry McLaurin's power up is going for 3,900. Well, I messed that one up. I should have definitely just went with Randy Gregory, but oh well, it is what it is. We made three Najee Harris's, 45K a piece right there. That's 135,000 for just his power ups. So that's a good deal. That's good. Clearly, if you're watching this, actually, I made four Najee Harris's. I didn't realize I made four. Well, I'll take it. So now we look at this. That's 400,000 right there, and that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. We turned that. No, you're going to have to stay with me here. Now, I do need to sell these cards, clearly. But based on how I did that, and I wish I would have did Randy Gregory twice rather than Terry McLaurin, because Randy Gregory's power is going for so much more. But we went from, if we would have if we would have sold everything that we had before I made the sets, we would have made 1.5 after tax. Doing this way, we got 1.795 before tax. So let's times it by 0.9. We're now at 1.615. So basically, out of all that training that we rolled, and we rolled terrible. Keep this in mind, we rolled terrible. If we were to go ahead and sell everything now after doing sets, I would basically break even with my training. But if I wouldn't have done the sets, I actually would have made less money. So thank God I did the sets, and that's kind of what I figured out in math. If you can roll some 93s, if you can pull 4 or 5, 6 93s, you can make a lot of coin out of this. By doing the sets, I made myself an extra 100,000 coin, and that's kind of what you have to do. But you got to look at it a couple different ways. If snow is going for it, and I'm going to go and I'll tell you my reasoning and why I did what I did. If you roll, now you constantly have to get lucky on this stuff, right? But this roll is only really going to cost you, I mean, at the most, maybe 25K a piece. So 3 cards. If you can pull 2 93s and an 89, it's costing you 75K to make it, and you are going to sell it for about 310,000. Now you are going to have rolls where you roll bad, like what I did, but it is what it is, right? And so, guys, I'll be on tonight. We will be streaming live tonight. I don't know what we're going to do. We're probably going to move some of that training that I have. You can see 800,000. And training is going down, guys. I definitely would be doing this roll right here. You know, a lot of people like this 900 training. I know you can't see it because my head's in the way. But we're definitely going to probably put 400, 500,000 of that training into that. And then go ahead and probably roll some more for limiteds possibly. We'll check the prices and so on and so forth. Probably do a lot of what we just did now and kind of see what it works. But we'll definitely be live tonight, probably about 7 o'clock, 7:30 Eastern. Yeah, so I hope to see you guys there. And if you're not, what are you doing? Right? If I haven't mentioned it already, subscribe, like, do your thing. And yeah, let's make some coins.